If you're Barley, you're under a table. A comedy podcast about being a trapped small dog.
A comedy podcast where the world's first dog-led adoption comes to fruition. She goes,
She did it.
Get out of here.
She did it. She's out.
You're trying to trap me.
Barley's not up for adoption.
That's true.
She was.
Barley went out.
And then she got adopted.
A lot can change.
No.
Oh, is it bad if I just put my arm right on the microphone?
Probably not.
Probably.
Not ideal.
Probably not ideal.
Sorry. Sorry, Jordo.
Sorry, Jordan. We're in person.
We're in person.
We're in
Wow.
That's the gimmick. Welcome to Gimmick Month.
Welcome to Gimmick Month.
Welcome to Gimmick Month, everyone. I mean, can you tell that we really? I know it's. When like a lot of hard work is done, it's not always kind of apparent because like we're so easy breathing.
Sure.
Yes.
Absolutely.
But we put a lot of effort into this one.
Yes.
We
got a set.
We got a set.
We've got a crew behind the camera.
We have the right amount of microphones.
Mhm.
We have the right camera setup and lighting setup for a place that
Legally allows this.
we're legally allowed to do it.
Mhm.
So
Permits.
it's great. It's awesome to be here in LA.
Do you think it would have been smart to perhaps record a third channel?
A third audio channel.
Yeah.
It would probably better.
So, okay, here, watch this.
Oh, I was going to do it from my phone.
What are you gonna do? Hold that up to your head?
No, I'm just going to leave it on the table.
Yeah, record
Okay,
ambiently.
that's fine. Wow.
Record the room.
New audio recording.
Wow.
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 So welcome to LA, John.
Thank you.
Yeah, your first time here. How do you like it?
It's all right. I slept with all of the windows open.
Oh, really?
Because
To let the...
it was kind of like
Sunshine in.
city vibes. Like
Yeah.
it's kind of fun. Yeah, and
Grit
then
and grime.
I did wake up pretty promptly at like 5:35.
Sure, yeah.
And then
Awoken.
couldn't really go back to sleep.
No, of course
so,
not.
yeah, it was kind of
That's good.
backfired. Had some dreams. Kind of
Yes.
in between that space of trying to want to go to. I dreamed that a lot of random explosions were swallowing the earth.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's great.
It's great.
That's good. That's
It's
healthy.
good. Yeah.
I had a dream last night that I was in a basketball game or watching a basketball game where there were 3 hoops. So there were the hoops in the normal locations, and then there was a hoop at the half court line that was facing here, and then the teams that lost were killed. And I couldn't.
I thought you were going to explain the middle hoop, but
No,
the middle hoop was there and the losing team.
And the losing team was killed.
Okay.
And I was not really entirely sure how the third hoop was involved.
Right.
So that's what I remember. Did you have any dreams, LB?
I mean, I did, but I don't remember them.
You don't remember that?
Gotta start writing them down.
I'm not interested in my dreams.
Really?
What?
I just don't think there's anything, because my dreams are just me processing. Like, I understand what dreams are,
Right.
so I'm
What
not
am I
interested in them.
processing?
Yeah. What
In
is
my
Niki
3
process?
You're literally just processing the images
of the 3 basketball.
of
what-
of your days,
Yeah, but what
the
about
images in your mind.
Okay, but the killing.
Yeah, what about the killing?
Yeah, where could you possibly have gotten the idea of killing from, and from paying attention to in the world in life? That's crazy.
I didn't see it.
I don't see it either, especially explosions swallowing the earth.
Yeah, no, I think
I just
John and I
don't-
are different. I think our things are separate.
You think those aren't you processing just
No.
the stimuli
Did
and
you-
inputs of
but-
life?
Did you see the infographic that was like most common dream in these regions? And for the Americas and Australia, it's your teeth falling out or dissolving.
Yeah.
But like nobody else in the world does that. Like nobody else in the world does that. It's like snakes.
Yeah.
It's like I'm pregnant and I'm worried about being pregnant.
Pregnant with snakes.
My family's in trouble. It's not, and we're like, our teeth are falling out. Oh no!
My teeth are falling out all the time, though.
Really?
In dreams.
I used to dream that when I was a kid.
I had
think
that.
because I was processing the fact that my teeth had been falling out.
See, I think these things are unrelated.
See, Freud would completely push back.
I have a lot
against
of
all
dreams
this.
that I am working retail again. I have dreams. Barley has dreams of getting up on that bed. I have dreams about working retail, going back to high school, going back to college. I have dreams that it's Dwarf Fortress.
Sorry, dreams that your life is Dwarf Fortress?
That it's just the
Are
dream
you
is Dwarf
in
Fortress.
it? Oh, you're just dreaming Dwarf Fortress.
Well, I'm
when
dreaming
people
my
close their
dream.
eyes and
I'm dreaming my
catch
dream, and various dream things are happening, but it's Dwarf Fortress.
Oh.
And I just know that. Like sometimes when you're having a dream and it's a movie, but like
Yeah.
it's just your dream, but you know it's also a movie.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
I
My
think-
dreams I'm not interested in them. Most of my dreams I'm looking for a toilet
Damn.
because I have to pee in real life.
Mm.
Okay, no, here's my dream. My dream is I went to a live podcast recording. I brought a bunch of stuff. I had a ticket, but the ticket got canceled because I was friends with the person, and I was moving to a new place that was maybe in Canada. And there was an Irish restaurant, and I was like, "Is Irish food good?"
No, I don't think so.
Did your dream answer that definitively?
Yeah, did you eat anything?
No, I didn't eat anything. I
Wow.
considered getting a drink at the podcast recording.
The podcast bar?
I think I was anxious about this podcast recording because we were planning on doing this in a restaurant.
Yeah, at first
an
we were
Olive
going to...
Garden.
Well, but before
Well,
that, it was
yeah.
in Islands, and I was excited about it because Islands
I love
serves
Islands.
good food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it turned into Olive Garden, which I was less excited about because they serve bad food.
Bad.
Yeah, but the thing is, we've never done bits about islands on our podcast, so maybe we need
No.
to start talking about the restaurant islands.
So then next year we can go to
Or
Islands.
we can just-
Absolutely talked about islands on the
We've
podcast.
never talked about islands. on this
Because-
podcast.
Absolutely, we've talked about
No, we
islands.
talked about it in the basketball chat. I didn't even know you knew what islands was until we took
That's actually completely untrue.
I mean,
We've
it's-
talked about islands.
It's maybe
before.
untrue.
If
There's
It might
no
be
way.
untrue.
You
It
didn't
might be
get-
untrue. I might be lying
There's
right now.
No way. You didn't just get that from the basketball chat.
I've Googled islands if you're driving, close your eyes, and the first video result is for Imagine Dragons.
Just a young guy with a short fuse.
Short fuse.
Can you name an Imagine Dragons song, LB?
A May believer.
That's true.
Okay.
And you
Name
know how I
another
know that?
How?
Because once when I was working at that retail job, this girl who liked to tell everybody about how she self-diagnosed with autism, and she was that was like kind of her base level of
Yes.
oversharing.
Yeah, for
all
sure.
the time.
He started there.
Right.
She kind of started there,
Yeah, for
yeah. Like first time meeting her, hi, I'm whatever her name was, Michelle, Alicia, something like that.
Dale.
I have autism, but even though no doctor or professional
great.
will diagnose me with
That kind
autism,
of owns.
but I definitely have it. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm sure, I
love
believe
that,
you.
actually.
And once she came back, because I was stocking the shelves in the back, and she said, "I'm so excited! I'm going to do a burlesque show, and here's my performance. It's going to be to Imagine Dragons' Believer." And then she put the song on, and then somebody said, "Like you can't play music back here." Like she said, "Fine." And so she sang
Especially
it.
Imagine
She
Dragons.
sang it and described the entire routine for the full length of the song,
That's great.
Oh.
and it.
Maybe she is autistic.
I don't know. The thing is that it's like my experience with people with autism and my experience with people who do burlesque.
Yeah.
One
for
group,
sure.
there's one group that is much less cognizant and sensitive to the emotional comfort and needs of others,
Sure.
and that is burlesque performers.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Like they are, yeah,
Well,
That's it. That's the energy.
yeah.
Yeah.
I could never.
Yeah.
If someone threatens to dance in front of me,
Well, she didn't do the dance.
oh, she just
She just kind
described
of
the
gestured
dance.
the dance and then gestured her costume changes because she was going from an angel to a devil.
Right.
Oh.
But this kind of reminds me of when people got mad at Gita Jackson for being like, Hermione wasn't autistic, she was just annoying
Yeah.
for like
Yes.
2 weeks. Because I was like, yeah, because when people's like, oh, I self-diagnosed as autism, and then they do the burlesque thing, I was like, no, you're just annoying.
Yeah, you're just annoying. Like that's
it.
what you think that because like there's specific like yeah, there's specific clusters of like experiences.
Uh-huh.
And being annoying is not
No,
like the main one.
no. No, a doctor, are we still recording? Yay.
We're still recording.
I had a thought that I never pressed the button.
I mean, at least we were we're doing the audio.
Yeah. So we think.
No, I see it going.
I know.
It's going vroom, 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 vroom,
It's
vroom, vroom, vroom,
Like
vroom,
a
vroom.
car.
I think my dad has autism.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. Say more.
When we were talking, well, so I got into basketball and I was talking to my dad about basketball, and I wanted to go to a basketball game with my dad. He said, "That's so great." The last time I went to a basketball game, I went with your mom, and they went to a UNC basketball game.
Oh, yes.
And he said, like, it was so great. I was so excited. I just was telling your mother everything about that, all my great opinions about basketball, everything I thought. And I guess I was pretty excited. So I was talking a lot. And at a certain point I said, Stephanie, thank you so much for doing this. Thank you so much for taking me. What can I possibly do to repay you? And then she said, like, maybe stop talking for a moment. And the people around them applauded.
Oh.
And I'm like, you know what? That level of just like, and then I put it together. I'm like, there's a reason that I am very accustomed to my neurodivergent friends being like, let me fucking tell you about this thing that I love.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay.
Buckle up. Yeah.
Okay. Let me just cancel. Great. Hit me with it. And it's like, that's like a joyous experience for me to have.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's because my dad used to do that to me about like the Yankees.
Yeah.
He'd be like, okay, kid, let me tell you about the Yankees in the
Buckle up.
1920s. Let me tell you about No Nanette, the Broadway play that the Red Sox owner wanted to invest in. And that's why they traded Babe Ruth. And that's why there was a curse. And I'm like,
Wow.
I still know the name of the play.
Why? Who's Nanette?
It was a flop also.
Oh. Flopper.
Shit.
Damn, sad.
Flop, yeah.
Flappers?
Flopper. Get it? Like
Flop house.
floppers. Like in the,
Oh, the floppers of the
Right.
19... I get it.
Right.
The flop
floppers of the
house.
1920s.
Yeah.
Is that what that
I
is?
thought it was good. Subscribe and let us know if you agree.
Or don't subscribe and let us know that it wasn't good.
Actually, unsubscribe and tell us that's the reason.
Oh, speaking of comments,
Yeah.
2 comments.
Two comments.
gmail.com.
Oh, we have some YouTube comments too, but do we discuss all of our comments?
Well, we can. Welcome to the comment
our
section.
show.
Welcome to the comments gimmick.
Where's the emails? Brad.
Hi, Brad.
Thanks, Brad. Brad is the person who sent us an email to say our Twitter account was sick. And then they made me take a test.
Oh,
Twitter
Did you have to turn a thing in the right
I
direction?
had to put a toy in the right bus seat.
Fuck off. Not you.
So that's what I had to do. So thanks, Brad, for letting us know.
Thanks, Brad.
And then we also received an email from Savion, who says, "Hello, Drivey Handlers. First time, long time. This is my favorite podcast. Thank you.
Thank you.
I just wanted to say that last step, Nikki posited that a kookaburra was about the size of a sparrow. They definitely can be while growing up, but typically kookaburras get about as big as our heads. Sparrows, different for you. So sparrows tend to be like little fist sizes. Thank you for the bird call segment. Friend of birds, postboy, Smitty, Woody, Shrubs."
Thank you for writing it.
So unnecessary.
Thank
I mean, you didn't even say that.
yeah, but now I'm here in person, like look at this versus that.
We have to
Like Nikki and my heads are closer to Barley's head than your head.
when Ann and I do couples therapy.
Barley's in the mic. Like, do you have to say something?
Yeah, do you want to say something? What do you gotta
She's
say?
so
Do
cute.
you have something to say?
She's the cutest.
I wish I brought my dog.
You and your wife
She would be.
are in therapy?
When we were in therapy, Ann will basically do what you did earlier, set up the angles
Yeah.
and stuff. And she's like, I have to get this so our heads don't look freakishly different. And so she has to play with perspective like a fucking old timey. It's like she's trying to do like perspective gimmicks of like an old silent film, trying to make sure that like when Claudia sees our heads come up, she's not like, ah, like jump scare. And I'm like, it's like a surprise every time we do it.
Every
We do it
time.
every 2 weeks. She's like, I gotta make it so our heads don't look freakishly different.
Well,
So, and it takes a lot of work.
it does. It's
Genuinely,
a process.
It takes a lot of work.
What if I just pivot to being the podcast photographer and I stop speaking? And I'm also one of the ones with the microphone, but I just don't use
Oh,
it.
and then you just don't use it?
Yeah.
That's a good
fine.
plan, I
That's a
think.
good plan.
I don't see how
They're
that
just
goes
Barley
bad.
was being really cute, so I had to take a picture.
Oh, she lay down now.
She is relaxing.
It's a million degrees. Sun out, though.
Sun out.
which good.
Yeah.
Sun going to be out continually this week.
Oh man, I didn't even look at the weather.
Yes, it's really going to be hot all weekend.
Oh.
How do you travel? You travel places so often. You travel more than anyone I know, other than my friend who, like, goes to like Japan and
planes.
I know it's not going to be
Korea all the
like 20 degrees.
Well, it could
I know I'm
be.
not going to have to bring like
But
a winter jacket. It's LA.
I guess you don't. You don't have a very wide. Like you're not like a shorts guy or a tank top guy.
I brought a lot of shorts.
You are a shorts guy.
Yeah.
So I don't know anything.
I might get my next tattoo on my leg because
See, it
I
says
wear
20
shorts
degrees
so
right
much.
there.
That's
Is it Celsius?
That's
It
Chelsea.
says F.
Who's Chelsea?
What?
Yeah, that's crazy, huh? Make you think. On Saturday, it says 20 degrees right there.
It actually does say 20 degrees Fahrenheit.
Right there. 20 degrees.
Where? Here?
It really
It
does
says
say
20 degrees.
Yeah, like in the middle of the night.
No.
No, it's not gonna be 20 degree LB.
I love that. I love that I have the fucking code.
And we
on
just
the
received the
website.
news that's gonna be 20 degrees overnight in LA. It's just like, oh, but it's overnight. It's fine. It's June and it's LA, but yeah, 20 degrees
I
overnight.
mean,
Of course.
50.
It's just.
It could be 50.
I know it could be 50. I lived here for 6 years. I know it can get.
I feel so bad for your neighbor who's trying to nap.
I don't give a fuck about literally anybody in this hotel.
Wow. The truth comes
Literally
out.
everybody. You hear me? At the Fremont, June 4th,
This is not where
Nope.
you're staying.
free hand from
Fremont.
He doesn't
June
even fucking
We're in
know
San
where you're
Francisco.
staying.
4th,
Wow.
4th to 14th. Anyone that was here during that time, I don't give a fuck about.
Not even about us or this dog.
Y'all aren't staying here.
We're here in the room
We're
with
here,
you.
though, right now. Damn, the truth come out.
The truth come out. And John hate women.
Y'all
And John hate
I
women.
do. I did. And Nikki asked me to go to a Sparks game, and
I
I was
did.
like,
Well, Nikki didn't ask us to go to a Sparks game.
No, I was-
Nikki
that's true.
informed us
That's
that we
true.
could go
That
to
we
a
could
Sparks
go.
game
That it was possible.
without them.
And I just said, I just don't think women should play sports.
That's true.
I mean, what I was going to say was I'm not wearing a Sparks game outfit.
Oh, right.
I'm wearing a rooftop pool outfit.
Yeah, and it is a rooftop pool outfit.
Thank you.
Fair.
I watched The Red Shoes recently.
What?
Not The Red Shoe Diaries. Not The Red Shoe
I
Diaries,
went to
you
either of
horny
those.
pervert. The Red Shoes is a...
my mommy.
What's red shoes?
The Red Shoes is a 1950s movie about ballet.
It's why I'm laughing.
Why is
Like,
that funny?
I gotta get my pool outfit together. Recently, I watched The Red Shoes.
Yeah, and you
I
inspired
went
this.
into the Criterion closet and got
It
my-
was playing on the Criterion 24/7 stream, and I watched it, and it's really good. And all the men in
I
it
watched
dress like this, and I thought it was really cool because they're all in the south of France in the 50s, and they're all homosexual ballet dancers. And I think it's
The Red Shoes
fantastic.
on my Criterion train ride, and I
what are you
was,
saying? What are you trying to say? That I'm fat, that I'm fancy and European and beautiful?
yeah,
Basically,
that's what I'm
right?
saying. Yeah, it's basically true. I'm not.
Or that women shouldn't have jobs,
I have,
which
like-
is the message of the Red Shoes.
That is, that's true. I didn't have a dream about this, but I did have an anxiety moment of like, I don't know if y'all ever do stuff like this. It's really goofy, but I was just like, you start to watch like shows on YouTube or TV or whatever with celebrities, or not even celebrities, but people that have like at least gotten some amount of recognition. And I start to ideate about like, oh man, what if I ever get big enough that they invite me on this show?
I do it all the time.
And I'm like, Hot Ones, I'm fine. I've done the Hot Ones thing before and
Sure.
I'm blowing my ass out. And I'm like,
You didn't die.
I could do that again.
I
Yeah.
watched Hot Ones for the first time.
Which one did you watch?
What do you think?
Conan.
No, Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah, it was Hamilton.
Conan.
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 I mean, I don't
Conan's
think I hate
biggest
Conan.
fan, LB.
But I wasn't going to break my never watching Hot
Conan.
Ones for Conan.
Right.
Does Lewis eat cauliflower?
It's fake chicken.
Yeah.
Of course it's fake chicken.
Yeah.
And then-
Some people opt for the cauliflower, which is what I would do if I were vegan, because I don't like the vegan chicken. But that's
I think it's
me
good.
personally.
Where does it come from? What is it?
Isn't
They
it
didn't
tempeh?
say. They don't say.
What is that?
Tempeh is like it's an
Plant.
offshoot of tofu.
It's a
like
plant.
fermented plant stuff.
I don't think plants should be meat.
Okay.
That's fair. I mean, they're not.
So they are now. They're making it now.
They're meat substitute.
I watched a TV commercial that said we made plants meat. Meet.
That's marketing, though.
I watched
Right.
a movie called Meet the Plant.
I love that movie where Ben Stiller meets,
Stiller,
goes, he
yeah,
just does a lot of
yeah,
gardening.
yeah.
There's a bunch of
Yeah.
gardening.
Her name's Fucker. That's what that movie is like.
We're gonna get a knock on the door.
Not
we
me. Remember when?
I might get knocked on the
remember when at PAX East 2020?
No,
Which you weren't there.
I wasn't invited.
John was there.
I was there.
I wasn't invited. I
don't
would have been
know
there.
if
I would
you
have loved
weren't
to go.
invited.
I would have loved to. No, I wasn't invited.
Okay, well that wasn't my job.
No, I know. You know whose job it was?
Freaking John
Yeah.
Warren.
Yeah.
So make you fucking think.
Make you fucking think.
Anyway,
Aren't you glad you came all the way out here?
I think did I not invite you?
I was
Listen,
working in the
Molly.
wrestling section.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. That
So
makes,
then-
Why would you invite me to PAX
that makes
East?
sense. That makes sense.
I don't even remember what. Oh, and then we did get a knock on the door.
Oh, we did. Yeah, we did. That
For
was,
just John
too loud.
squealing?
To be fair,
I'm
the
always
door was
loud.
open because it was 1,000,000 degrees in that room.
Why was it
It was so
Oh.
fucking
But it was
hot in
cold.
that hotel. Yes.
Yes, it was cold, but
But it
people
was
had the.
They overcompensated.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think they overcompensated.
And
They
then
over.
I had to ask for a box fan to get dropped off.
It was when was this? So
And
it
they
was-
dropped it off at your room.
They dropped it off in my room. So it was like late February.
Yes.
Yeah, it was
Moments
like
before
it was
the
still like
coronavirus.
unseasonably cold in Boston.
Yeah.
What do you mean
There was snow on the
unseasonably?
ground.
No, like it was late.
Yeah,
It was later than it usually is to be.
that
I've
as
been
cold
to
as it
Boston
was.
in like late March, and it's so cold. I scream when I get out of the car.
But it was not every subsequent year. It has not been
It's
as cold.
been
as
as
Yeah,
it
but
was.
that I think is global warming.
Right.
What?
Do you not have heard about this?
We're
What's
not getting
that?
into politics on this show.
You know what worries me a little bit is like because we have these like little clips going viral and stuff, and then we have like titles like
Oh, I
Dwayne Wade's woke cube, and I'm
Right,
like,
right.
oh no.
Right.
Do
Someone.
I know.
people think that
We're gonna
we're
get.
like
I know.
Yeah.
like that we're transphobic? Like, and we don't have our pronouns anywhere, and everyone's like, I'm like, oh
man.
no, do they not?
Anti-woke.
Do they not know?
They
And like
think-
we'll joke.
They think I call y'all they, ironically. You know, they're like, oh yeah,
Well, the thing
that's
is
our
that
boy John calling
Unless
you
somebody
two
says-
weirdos theys.
people who complain about pronouns say they about people all the time.
Yeah, I know.
They just like don't. It doesn't register to them. So I get worried about it sometimes. Where I'm like, oh no, like we never talk about politics except when we're making fun of conservative politics,
know.
but in such a way that it might be too
It
deadpan.
might be too deadpan.
Oh no, this
Oh,
is
no.
just like this is the things I think about.
I do
just
think
worry.
Dwayne Wade's cube is woke.
I do.
I
agree.
do you not think that global warming is real.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
I'm gonna
It's
clip
actually gotten
this and send it to
cool-
Giant
It's actually
Bomb.
gotten cooler, the weather-wise.
I'm gonna take your job.
You're gonna take my job?
Said this to Giant Bomb as if Dan Ryckert had said similar things in earnest and then had to be corrected on the record on the show and then go, all right, like that's
Dan-
the entire thing.
Dan is about to get his whole fucking inside scooped out.
what?
He's got like a bad sinus situation.
Oh no!
So they're
Oh, I
going
was
in
reading
there
about that
and
on
they're-
Twitch.
They're scooping it. They're scooping his whole zone.
Oh, it's gonna look like those slime scooping videos on TikTok.
On TikTok, yeah.
Anyway.
But I think that it's going to change his life dramatically because he's going to be able to taste and smell normally
Oh,
because he's got almost 40 years of gunk
Oh,
gunking up his whole
Wow.
fucking head.
Well, good
Wow.
for him.
And then they're going to scoop it all out. So I think he's going to have like a new...
good for him.
he should make one of
He's on
those.
life.
You know, it's like when they have like baby. It's like baby gets
was
Coke
that?
cooler. I don't know.
I heard
What
a
was that
beeping
beep?
I
sound.
don't know what that beep was.
Is that
Um,
a good... Do you think it was that?
I'm gonna
I
check
think
it.
it might have been.
I'm gonna check my camera.
Can you, while you're over there, can you bring the charger? Also, I have therapy in 30 minutes.
Oh, okay.
How do I know if it's recording or not?
Does it red?
It says red P in upper left corner.
It says red P. That seems good.
I think it's.
That's
I think
probably
it's
good.
probably good.
I have no idea if it's recording.
Is
or
our
not.
number going up?
No,
Huh.
it's also frozen.
Oh.
What if I just hit it?
Did it work? Cool camera, John.
Man.
I don't know. Oh, here's record button. There we go. Now it's
back.
recording again. We're back.
So that was it turning off.
It was it turning off. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
there's maybe a recording limit.
Maybe.
Maybe it'll only do video up to a
For
certain
up to like
number.
20, 30 minutes, maybe.
Yeah.
Why? I have a
So wait.
terabyte thing in there. It's supposed
But
to do
the
that.
camera might have a file limit.
A file size
limit. Oh, I gotta fucking sync it again.
Oh, let me get nearer to you. Nearer to thee. Okay.
Dee, 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 dee. Sorry, that was not even
Oh,
a good
Barley,
clap. Sorry, Barley.
sorry.
She fucking hates it.
What,
She
when you
hates
clap?
podcasts. Yeah.
Vivi fucking loves it when I clap.
Barley hates it. She's like,
She's
why
like,
did the gun
it's.
go off?
But she hate that it's not time for playing. So wait, when do you have therapy?
4.
Do you have to go to a place?
No.
So you can
It's
just
on
do it in the
computer.
car?
Yes.
Okay. We can also, I mean, me and John can just leave. You can use the hotel room.
That's true.
I say inviting you to
Inviting me to
kicking John and kicking John out of his own room.
Your own room.
Or we can join too, right?
Yeah, finally.
Like we can also record it for the episode, which I think would be like,
That would be the ultimate gimmick.
that's a
episode.
big bonus.
It's a good gimmick.
I think
That's
you
a
gotta
big-
pay. Do you have to pay extra for the
Per
like
person
appearance
that
fee?
shows up.
No, I also just mean an appearance fee for your therapist.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, maybe.
Well, I should. Do you think I have to pay more money every time Am I in debt? Well, yes, but my therapist because Barley shows up.
Not human.
Oh,
not human.
If you were seeing
But she
a
can
veteran,
hear it for
yeah, but not a veterinarian.
Okay, but I received yesterday. I took her to the vet and I received advice.
That's fine because that's part of what a vet does.
I
That's
see.
part of what it
Isn't it fucked up that the process of taking our children to our veterinarian is more seamless than any process of taking ourselves to the doctor?
If we went to the doctor in a system that didn't use health insurance and we just paid out of pocket, it would be more seamless.
It's basically
It would be completely frictionless. Like there's a big increase in like concierge service medical care.
Yeah.
yes.
That's just like non-insurance, like private medical care. Non-insured medical care is fabulous.
Yeah, so I went 6 months in 2023 without health insurance of any kind. And it was both the most seamless and most expensive.
Yeah.
Like I was stressed out about paying it, but like every time I went to go do a thing, I was like, they spent more time with me.
Yes.
Crazy.
You can get appointments faster.
You got appointments faster.
Way faster.
They got you in and out faster.
Yeah.
But
They're nicer. Everyone's nicer.
It was it was such a weird, it's the same people I've seen. And the fucking difference is immediate. I call them, I go, I've got new insurance, and
They're like, go fuck
the
yourself.
vibe turned completely.
They're like, oh no.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
Damn.
Paying out of pocket, like private healthcare, the jump from health insurance healthcare, not even public healthcare, just health insurance healthcare to private healthcare is like, in terms of service, is like going from disinterested gas station to
They jack you
the
off.
episode Forks of no, they don't jack you. That's not.
Yeah, they're like,
At least maybe they
they're
do,
like,
but I haven't experienced
Thank you
it.
so much for your service.
That's what they do in
Do you
New
want
Jersey.
you want glove on?
They do in Jersey. They jack you off.
You can't pump your own gas.
Wait, what?
In New Jersey and Oregon, you can't pump your own gas.
Oh my god! I thought you meant they literally jack you off if you have to donate sperm or give a sperm sample. But that you can't. I thought you were using that you can't. They literally you're not allowed to use your own equipment.
What would be the medical? I'm just like, we can't let you.
Because maybe you'd fuck up and you sue them.
Because you jacked off
'Cause you
wrong?
jacked off
You could
wrong?
hurt your dick jack off wrong.
Oh, I heard you
Like a
think
slip and
jack
fall.
off wrong.
When you go to...
we're being sued by Mr. Henderson, who screwed the top of the specimen cap into his dick. So now the dick is also in the specimen cup. We just don't know how it
When
happened.
you jack off for medical,
Yeah.
where do you go?
You go to a little room in the side where I believe you can also do it. You can do it at home. I don't even know why I'm saying I believe you can, because we are about to do some fertility testing, and they literally sent us home with a cup.
A jack-off cup?
That just said do it. But Nikki, you're right. When Anne handed me the form with some information on it and the cup, I immediately was like,
Where do you
I was like, how do you want me to do this?
I feel like
Is this a no lube situation? Is this a
it's True Detective season 2 again.
Right.
That's a
Do
thing.
they come in cups?
Right.
He's supposed to jack off. Vince
Right.
Vaughn again in True Detective season 2. Like the worst. It's just so bad. There's the whole thing where he's like trying to he and his weird wife.
Weird wife.
Okay.
Like
Super weird
you
wife.
kind of get the feeling that like you're gonna find out at the end that she's been a ghost the whole time.
Yeah.
Like that's what the performance is like.
Yeah.
It's really strange.
Yeah.
He has to jack off into a cup, but he hates it and he won't. And it's like a threat to his masculinity.
It is. Yeah.
To have to jack off.
It's not for me.
To the porno mags at the doctor.
That's not the issue for me. The issue for me is like manyfold. One, it's like, what if they're like, oh, you have too much
sperm.
There was something else in there, like your
jelly.
Like we could tell that your palm got so sweaty that your palm sweat fucked up the specimen.
Sample, yeah, like it wasn't a clean catch.
I've got that problem.
What? No way.
Should we turn your phone on Do Not Disturb?
Yes.
This is the best.
This is our first
ever.
Nikki, the number of texts that Nikki gets, Nikki's phone is right in front of
I'm
me.
freaky popular.
Nikki it's insane that you do this with us.
Yeah.
It's like insane that you do this podcast with us. You could be doing so many better things.
It's not
You do this.
true.
So many things.
Okay, so hold on. So
No, I mean I'm glad you do and you shouldn't stop.
A lot of realizations I've just had. Before pornography was accessible on the phone, there were shared pornography magazines at the doctor.
Yes. Which is
Fucking crazy.
Which is crazy. The idea that you would go in and
Well, they already have the magazine hookup.
Sure.
They have the magazine. I get that. I understand that.
Other ones.
I understand that.
You're sending us.
But I understand that. I understand that. But
Sports Illustrated for kids, highlights, and also Playboy.
Also, Jugs, Penthouse. Oh, Jugs released a special issue. We definitely want that.
Summer Jugs.
Summer Jugs. No, but to me, I was like,
25th Jugs anniversary. Best of Jugs.
Best of Jugs.
Years ago, when I was also thinking about this, I was having a pre-panic about what if I'm like, okay, I guess I'm gonna pick one of these magazines.
Yes.
And then I'm just like, if one of them's like dog-eared, I think I would have to be like, I don't think I want kids. I'm good.
No,
Like,
you
I
don't
think I
feel that
want
solidarity with your brother?
No.
Who was like, I got you. Can you imagine being the guy who proposed to go down? Like, I got you, brother.
Oh, man.
This is the pitch.
That would be...
That's beautiful. That's Jacker solidarity.
That would be that's like a trick shot. You're right. Like, that would be like, that's a 360 no-scope of like, what if you dog-ear a thing and you go to the nurse and you go, hey, let me know. Like, ask the next guy if he used the dog-eared one. I want some feedback on if my taste in Jack material
that's his job.
good.
Having done some phone sex stuff, that is such a thing that a kind of guy would do.
Sure, right.
The number of people who would call and just be like, am I normal? And I'm like, so you're not here to jack off. You're here to... No, I'm still here to jack off. But I want to jack off and also be told that I'm normal.
Regular. Yeah. I'm not the most normal guy that's jacked off.
It's really tough though, is that sometimes they'd be like, am I normal? But they don't want you to say yes.
Oh.
They'd be like, I really like, but that's not normal, is it? And you have to be like, no, you freak.
I kind of like feet.
I got a preacher once.
Yeah.
I got a pastor who asked me if it was okay to like feet once.
Well, Jesus says it is. You see in the ad.
I know.
He washes
That foot washing ad is
awful.
Wait,
crazy.
sorry, we can't leave yet.
Okay, sorry.
You get the cup, Sean.
Yes.
They say, come in the cup.
Come in the cup.
And then immediately drop everything, get in your car.
Put it in the fridge.
Well,
Ain't no.
No. It is a thing where I think it says like when you're ready to give your sample, you also need to earmark the time to come in and drop it
Earmark
off.
it?
Earmark it. Yeah. You need to drop it off. So it isn't a thing where I can just be like, I'm ready, and then I do it, and I'm like,
Yeah, I'll bring this over later.
Week. Like it's not gonna work.
You can't put it in the fridge?
I don't know if you can put it in the fridge.
If I opened the refrigerator
And saw it come?
and saw a sample container of cum, I'm moving out.
What if it's yours?
I'm moving out.
Why is that?
You open it, there's sperm, there's urine, and there's a Cologuard box with a turd in it. And they all have Post-its on it that say like days of the week. Like put this in the mail on Friday, go to the office on Wednesday. That would be awful.
Get on my tubes like that. Oh my God. I'm very glad I never need to jack off for medicine.
That's great.
Yeah, it's weird. It's
You
weird.
jack off for medicine? They should have a machine for that.
Well, isn't that the Jordan Peterson video?
Jordan Peterson
That he posted that porno?
thing. Yeah.
And he was like,
Why
this is
don't
what
we
they
have
do in
those?
This is what they do in China. Oh, I'm so upset about it. I can't do a Canadian.
They milk them.
He's
They milk
Canadian?
them. Yes.
You've never heard. He sounds like.
What?
He sounds like a kid.
He sounds like a Kids in the Hall character.
Yeah.
He's so Canadian.
Why is... What?
What do you mean?
Why
Is he famous
why?
here?
No.
It's like a Linda Landis Morissette Jim Carrey situation.
Oh, okay.
He really just speaks to the moment in the United States.
I see. So there's always one per generation.
But there is.
In every generation, there is a Canadian.
I will say this though. It's
Mine
like,
was Justin Bieber.
I've always found it very strange that the Venn diagram of like Rogan Peterson fans is mostly a circle. Because I feel like the people who would really love Joe Rogan would also be innately skeptical of a Canadian telling them how to be a man.
Yes.
It's
Like,
It's like that North Korean lady with all the crazy surgery who defected, being like, "Let me tell you," like that's what Jordan Peterson does. He's like, "Let me tell you." I need to learn to do a Canadian accent so I can do Jordan Peterson impression. But like, it's like, let me tell you about the horrors I've seen in my country,
Right.
Of Canada.
There was a show called Life with Derek, and it was awful. It was terrible. The boy and the girl, they clearly love each other, but they're related.
That is true about Life with Derek.
I know.
They do want to fuck.
Life with Derek was a Canadian Disney show. And it was about a brother and sister that have an antagonistic relationship.
But they want to fuck so bad.
Very clearly wanted to fuck each other. Anyway, I can see Jordan Peterson getting mad at that.
I can see that too. Yeah, I can absolutely see that. Yeah, I think he's just like speaking to the horrors, and it's like Rogan is the like open-minded, like
he's woke.
No. He's just open. He's just like a baby.
Oh.
Where
it's just like, he'll just be like, wow.
That makes sense. That's why he has so many different kinds of guy on the show.
Yeah, he'll just listen to anything.
Yeah. A total sponge.
But he doesn't really, like, he doesn't really bring much to it. And whereas Jordan Peterson is just like, this, just, do you know when you're having a panic attack?
Mm-hmm.
And you're spiraling?
Yes.
And it's just like everything's going wrong, everything's terrible, everything's awful, like you're doomed.
Yes.
Every choice you've ever made is wrong.
Yes.
The world is shit, everything's horrible. That's Jordan Peterson's kind of whole deal.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
I don't want that, but you've also described
a
lot of this week.
Yeah. So
Can I interest you in Jordan Peterson?
Yeah. So what if
instead I'm going to get into it.
What if instead of addressing those feelings and thinking of them as feelings, you thought of them as facts,
right?
And then you had a man who validated them as facts.
Yeah,
that sounds great to me.
Welcome to fascism.
Oh,
yes. And that's it. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. Oh, fuck. We didn't even do an ad break.
This week's episode is brought to you by Jordan Peterson's podcast, Cry Me a River of Hope.
No.
Question mark?
Cry Me a river of woke?
Cry Me a River of Woe.
Is that what it's called?
Yes.
No,
that's what
way.
No.
I don't think he has a podcast.
I don't think he has a podcast.
I think he just cries.
What does he do? How does he make his money?
He's an author.
He used to be a professor, right?
He used to be a professor.
Podcast is book. Book is podcast. Who sponsored this one?
We don't have a sponsor, but well, actually, to Freehand LA. Thank you so much.
just said
Oh,
go fuck themselves.
Thank you. I'm reading the copy that they sent.
They literally can
They
see
said-
that you're not reading.
they
it.
said, "We
he's got the
thank
copy.
you."
He's got the copy
I got
right
the copy.
there.
We thank If You're Driving, Close Your Eyes for coming to our hotel and making such a cool episode of your show in our rooms. Thank you so much. We have sent a basket of chocolate covered strawberries. We didn't get that. We didn't get that.
No, maybe it's.
The crime that we did trapping Niki in here.
They're coming back.
It's not there.
It's a bit, Barley.
okay,
Don't worry.
Barley,
It's a
it's
bit.
okay.
They're coming back.
It's not there.
You've stressed your child out.
Well, look.
We trapped you.
Yeah. It's
Also by putting you in the middle, so you
That's
couldn't
life,
just go
ain't it?
boom.
At 41:30.
Yeah.
I make a bad noise at 41.
Bad.
It's
There
41,
is no audio.
40. Okay. That was
There's
15
a
seconds
bad
ago.
noise.
I made
Get
that bad
little
noise.
Barley
Thank you to Eric from Cleveland and Keith,
from California.
California,
Thank you so much.
wherever you are.
You're the real winner.
You win
Is that a thing people do? They like kiss and they do like a.
And then they do the thing from.
I'm still reading. I'm still reading the copy?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry.
No. I don't know why I have the copy in front of me.
Oh, you can put it away.
Barley, do you want to read that?
She's kissing the
She's
coffee.
reading.
Thank you, Barley. For those who are only listening to this episode, Barley has basically trapped my arm for the past.
Yeah,
for-
that's-
And she's just kind of cuddling with you, is what
Yeah.
she's
She's
doing.
kinda
She's just
cuddling.
kind of being
You know
wonderful.
what's interesting is that neither of my dogs actually do this. So I should probably get a dog that does
Yeah,
actually
it's
do
pretty
this.
good.
Yeah.
But she ignores me when I'm with other people. Like if there's
That's what-
other people, she's like, "Who the fuck are you?"
That's what Ziggy did.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ziggy was. I was like, Ziggy's my guy. He's my dude. Like I was like, Ziggy's my dude. Like he's he loves me so much. And the first time we like introduced him to other people, he was like, "All right, Dad, it's been real.
Yeah, fuck off.
Time for me to cuddle with these other people."
Yeah.
When reviews are around me, Robbie, and Nikki, she just wants to hang out with Nikki.
Yeah.
She loves Nikki.
My dog. But not now. Not this one.
Not
this
this
one.
one.
Barley says no.
This one's me.
Well,
Anyway,
thanks for listening.
thanks for listening.
We'll do another one of these next week.
Yeah, we're celebrating Beach Week next week with Master Chief.
Monsieur Chef.
Sorry, this one's a little short.
Yeah, I forgot I have therapy.
That's okay.
But we're in the same place.
That
We're
was
in the
at
same
5.
place.
So you actually did get your money's worth.
Sounds worse, but that's okay.
Oh,
Do we have to close the
There's a big
podcast?
pull up the pin.
If You're Driving, Close Your Eyes is produced by Jordan Mallory with music by Jordan Mallory and podcast art by Max Schwartz. If you want to follow us, you can follow us on social media. You can go to ifyou'redriving.com, and that's going to have all of our links, including the link to our Patreon, which you can also find at patreon.com/ifyou'redriving. I'm dying. I'm floundering.
No, you're doing great.
If you want to help us out in any way to live, love, and laugh, you can join our Patreon.
I've never used this app before.
pins?
I don't know what Discord is.
Oh God. Yeah, for just $5 a month,
That's it.
you get access to all the bonus features. We do one bonus episode a month, a bonus stream every month. I still need to upload last month's bonus stream. And video versions of all the episodes. If you want to get a taste of the videos, we have a YouTube channel with the first 20 minutes of every episode video version for free. If you really want to help us out and are already a patron, or you just, you can't spare the money, we totally understand. What you can do to help us is to go to Apple Podcasts or Spotify or whatever it is, give us 5 stars and leave us a review. And if you leave us a review, we may read it on this podcast.
Did anyone give us one?
I checked the other day and I did not see any
Okay,
new
well, I'll
ones.
look right now.
Okay.
Podcasts.
We are human beings,
Not me.
and Barley is a dog. You go to Nordstrom.net to get all your t-shirts, cups, and wares.
You must go to Nordstrom.
Go to Nordstrom Rack to get. You go to Nordstrom Rack to get all of your designer deals.
No new reviews.
No new reviews. That's all on you guys.
Yeah.
You can join our Discord also by becoming a patron. And yeah, I did that from memory, and I think I did,
did great.
okay.
You did great.
I was looking at it the whole time.
Yeah.
Niki and Barley, do you want to take us out?
Barley, do you have anything to say? Do you think that came up?